Hello, I'm Noor Sam Matthew. This video shows my ninth C# experiment, that is, web application using ASP.NET. The aim of my program is to develop an online job portal system using C#.NET by integrating the database with proper authentication and various operations in context with defined application. ASP.NET is a part of the .NET framework and is a technology that allows for the dynamic creation of documents on a web server, where they are requested via HTTP. As the name suggests, it has been designed to be fully integrated with the .NET framework programming using scripted languages such as VBScript or JScript. The pages that generate HTML content are often called web forms, as we all know. So I'll move on to how we write the code for ASP.NET web forms. The backend code, that is the code that runs on server, is written in the script tag with the language attribute which should be equal to C# and it should have an attribute which says run at equal to server for the code to work. And if you have any JavaScript files, you can add it in the script tag as well. Now I'll continue by showing you how my program looks like, and I'll explain you the code. I'll begin by showing you the output. So we'll run the browser. So this is my registration page. I'll enter the username, I'll keep it as Noel, password, I'll keep it as Noel, email ID, I'll keep Cardinal.edu, and I'll submit. So it's successfully registered. We'll see it in the database if it's available or not. We can go to the table. We'll right click on it, we'll edit top 200 rows and execute the command. So it will be somewhere here. So yes, we've got it, Noel. The data has been entered, and we'll log in using the user details, that is the username and password. So this is my login page. I'll enter my username, which was Noel, and this my password Noel. I'll log in, and I've successfully logged into the account, and we can see that we have two different types of views over here, and this is the data grid view, which shows us the exact content that is stored in the database. So we can see that we have got here Noel and Noel, which we logged in, and we have different details that I've already entered earlier. And this is a different type of view called the list view, which we have over here. You can even see that, and this is the output of my program. Now I'll explain you the code, how it's written. First we'll move on to the registration one. So we are here, and we'll see how the data is inserted in it. So this is the registration page, and we can see we have made an SQL connection with the database. So our database name was job connection string, so we've kept job connection string. Our table name was user, so we are inserting the values that are entered by the user. If it's not empty, it takes the value from the text box, that is text box 1, 2, 3, 4. It takes the value and stores it in different variables t1, t2, t3, t4, and stores it in the database one by one. So if this query is inserted successfully, it shows a successful result, otherwise it shows an error. So this is how the registration takes place, and if we move on to the login page, we can see that it checks for the data that is entered in the database. So what it does is, as we enter the username and password in the text box, it fetches the value from the text box and stores it in variables t1 and t2, and if the values in t1 and t2 match with the values in the database, that is the data that is available in the database, then it helps us log into another page, that is our default page. Otherwise it will show us an error and it won't help us log in. So guys, this is all in my ninth experiment. Thank you everyone for watching my video.